What's up guys, Crane here from LogicLounge.com. Today we're going to be installing the RAM in our motherboard, and it is very, very simple to install RAM in a motherboard. We have our Mushkin RAM right here. It's 16 gigabytes of RAM, which will take up all 4 RAM slots in our motherboard. No real need to unbox the RAM. I mean, it's kind of like slide it out, and we have 2 plastic packagings of RAM. Now, these are our RAM slots right here. And one thing to mention, and I hope I'm getting this right, is that when you install your RAM, you want to, if you don't fill up all the slots, there's actually a specific way that you do want to install this RAM. And as you can see here, they're color coded. There's 2 reds, 2 whites. So let's say you had 2 sticks of RAM. You wanted to put them either both in the red slots or both in the black spots of the RAM when you're installing it, which helps, I believe, with the timing and the performance of the RAM. And so that's what you want to remember. So we're going to unbox the first 2 sticks of RAM right here and pull them out. And if you can see here, there's a notch right here. So you want to line the RAM up with the notch. So we're going to take out our first stick of RAM right now, if I can get it out of the blasted plastic packaging. And you want to slide the RAM ever so carefully, being very careful, into the slot, making sure that you do pull out the plastic tabs, which we have done. So we want to slide it on down. We're going to do 4 sticks of RAM, so we're going to fill up all 4 slots in our motherboard. And the way that it goes into our motherboard is we can press it all the way down until the white holder actually comes up and locks it in place, is how we can put in the RAM. So we're going to continue to do that for all 4 sticks of DDR3 RAM. Each stick is 4 gigabytes for a grand spanking total of 16 gigabytes of RAM, which should be more than enough to run your common web browser and even play a game or 2 or 5 at the same time. Which actually, I mean, if you're building a computer and you're not really looking to hardcore game, I mean, 8 gigs, more than enough. 16 gigs, I mean, if you're doing some intense gaming, you can definitely do 16 gigs. But that's up to you. You can go all the way up to, on this board, you can go all the way up to 32 gigs, which is 8 gig sticks filling all 4 slots. On some motherboards, you can also get up to 64 gigs because it has 8 RAM slots, but we only have 4 in this computer right here. And you do want to make sure when you're also installing this RAM that it also gets flushly installed, so there's no, like, it's not sticking up on one side, so maybe going through and giving it one last tap down. We now have all of our RAM installed, all 16 gigs of RAM, and that is it for the RAM. We're going to go ahead in our next video, we'll be installing our CPU or cooler, so be sure to check that out on our YouTube channel.